MA Media and Marketing subscribers and viewers. Now we are in Nissan's showroom Coimbatore, and this is a brand new car. I hope this is the first time they are releasing in India. This model is available across the globe, but this is the first time we are seeing in India. And guys, I hope you are also seeing it for first time. And this is going to be a detailed review on Nissan Kicks. When I just discussed it with the showroom personals, the sales consultant said this is the same model as delivered in the global level, but the only difference is length they preferred. But we will wait for some time, let the executive join us, and we can review this car in depth. And the extreme wellness of this car is, you can see a solar orange decals on the top of the roof. This design is awesome. In an SUV, company fitted decals like this is too good, and the car looks very aggressive. It's a eye catcher. To be very frank, it is eye catcher, and this looks like, say, a big monster. To be very frank, engine panel and the length of the engine bay is too big. It is a real SUV, to be very frank. So viewers and subscribers, as I told already, one sales consultant from the corporate is going to join us. His name is THOUFIQ. So he'll be there in another 2 minutes. So he's going to explain about the front portion of the vehicle, and then the under hood, and then the interiors, then rear, and ready to drive with some salient feature which is available in this car. As I told already, this is a global car. First time Nissan has released this car in India, but the only difference is in US this car length is quite a little lengthy, and in India it is shortened. Yes, subscribers and viewers, Mr. THOUFIQ is with us now, who is our sales consultant corporate, and he is going to explain these car features, say salient features and ride quality, and he's going to show the underhood and interior of the car and the rear part of the car. Because say
I'm going to completely brief you about the car.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, because this is very new to India.
It's a very new car.
I hope many of our subscribers and viewers are going to enjoy this experience. So what you are going to do, what you are going to say?
Actually, before I start about the product, I'd like to say one big thing about this Nissan Kicks is that you have a brand heritage that comes from the beginning, which is actually a perfect heritage for the customers to know. But I won't waste my time telling all of it because it is very huge.
I am also very eager. To see how the car food is about, interiors or about, because very first time, and I'm a little excited. Please, sir. So we'll go.
Before I start about the product, we've got this 5-step demo process that we process in the Nissan Academy part. We're actually going through this 5-step process for us. So the first thing ever we speak about is the front. SUPER is what we call super. The first thing is style and front. So speaking about the style and front, we actually review the vehicle with its modern youth looks. The Nissan V-shaped chrome grille is the new look for the Nissan Kicks. It is completely different for you. It has a very action brand heritage inside this. It is completely chrome and finished. But just going into it, Nissan is an 80-year-old brand car. Premium car, super car, all things available in Nissan. But keeping this in mind, this is an intelligent car. We use the Nissan intelligent mobility system.
Great.
So speaking about the intelligence of the car, it is completely safe. It's completely safe because we use a graphene body structure inside this car.
Okay.
So what happens is, like, you feel really comfortable, you feel really safe inside with your family. You could be alone, you could be with your family, you could be with your friends. Yes. So you completely be safe when you sit inside the SUV.
Sounds really good, sir.
Yes, it will be. And I've got lots of things to entertain you, by the way. So yeah, speaking about the headlamps, it is an LED projector dual chamber headlamps which has 4 different categories inside. You have the LED projector, you actually have a normal halogen also during the night situations, not to disturb an opponent who comes up by dipping up the light. So a cluster of both the LED projector and the halogen lamp will give you a clear view of your product on the streets. So the headlamps are completely different, and you have a signature LED over here, which actually brings in the Nissan sign. Not just inside about the headlights of the bike. This car has an auto headlamp. At times of underground parking situations or when you're actually going under tunnels or any of it, this one automatically switches on. So what happens is like you don't have to access the torch box. We actually could just move on with the flow on the streets by having no hazardousness inside when you're driving around. So further moving about with that, we have lots of chrome and cladding finishes happening up in the car. You have lots of underchase cladding part, you have lots of chrome finish inside the car. Not only to add the premiumness of your product, but it also acts as a safety. Just in case, because the SUV is big and huge, you tend to take this vehicle for off-roading. People will take this off-road.
True.
It's not an off-road car, but since it's a huge car with a proper ground clearance, they will take this to an off-road. But we serve good because the damages would be minor. We actually cover it up with the entire cladding point system.
Okay.
Not just about that. The body has a beautiful structure and the windshield is also having a double laminated windshield system. Okay. So it just spreads about. But you even have the rain sensing wipers, auto rain sensing wipers. It is not a normal speed rain sensing wiper. According to the density of your rain, this one wipes off automatically. So you don't have to speed your wipers also.
Great.
This could actually do everything that human thinks. That's why it's named as intelligent.
True.
And you have an arrow wiper. This one seems to be very minute for you, but there is a use behind this. Can you see the shape over here?
Yes.
This one cuts the air. If the wipers are to be out there in the bottom, yes, you don't need these arrow wipers. But since it's on the top, it gives a very clarified, cleaned mirror when you compare it with the other segment cars.
Yes, I can see some like running bright lights.
Yes. So at the time when you switch on the wiper blades of yours, this one flows in through this and it actually covers up the entire glass. You have a clean, clear glass. Even a single minute gap inside, you would have a scratch, you don't have a proper clarity view on your mirror. This one helps you to wipe them off completely. People cross-cut this, we don't do that.
Even the wiper is designed in
aerodynamical way.
Super.
So we actually have an aerodynamical way for wipers also, so we don't actually hide it. Safest car and featured car. A value for money for the customers who pay for the car. We don't have to cheat them. They love the product because we give everything that they require. That's the first most part.
Putting a word, so this is not a frill. This is not a frill, something like which is the feature. Not say some cars. I don't want to mention the car brand name. I have read some magazine where there are 3 big brands in the world. In that, one of the brand is always called as a frill car. A frill car, which means itself a feature doesn't required by a customer himself. So it is not a frill. It is a needed one. It's a needed one.
Car from the company as a stock.
Great.
Because Nissan, from the front bumper to the rear bumper, every minor thing has been covered. What happens is like since we think about the customer, yes, the customer gets satisfied, and all these things serves him right when he gets to move.
True.
We don't tell this, but they feel it.
So
we make them feel that.
Yep.
Well, just speaking about the underhood of that, before I go on to the underhood part, we even have the auto cornering fog lamps.
Auto cornering.
Auto cornering.
Yeah, I have read about this feature. Once you are turning this steering, whether right or left, according to that, light will turn. Am I right?
Do you like mechanical stuff a lot? Because you're actually completely mechanized inside.
No, I love multi-axle trucks and buses. Our channel is also about it.
Very true about it. When you actually corner your actual steering part, this one glows. But the advantage of this is that it has a wider range to it. It doesn't have a short range for you. It covers a complete blind spot. For example, you have the auto cornering fog lamp over here, and I am standing over here.
Okay.
When you're actually driving up, you can't cover it up at the end. In the times of darkness, you can't see it.
Yes, true.
Blind spots.
Correct.
But this one has a wider range for you to actually displace the blind spots. What happens is, like initial condition, you get to know what it is.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. This feature is somewhere I have read only on top major brands, very high-end luxury cars, premium cars has this feature.
Premium cars has this thing. We actually treat all the customers as premium because we do have customers who are.
So Kicks is also a premium vehicle.
It's actually a premium car according to me. It is an SUV. It is a premium car, but according to me, it is the best most car because the revolution starts from Kicks.
Kicks, okay.
Because you know, the Nissan logo is innovation that excites. We just
innovation that excites. True.
We actually put forth lots of things. So revolution starts from the Kicks in the Indian market.
Okay.
That's what
We are also hoping the same.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
But going to another big part of it now. This is the engine. Isn't it beautiful?
It is beautiful. It is packed really well.
It's completely designed perfectly for you. And not just that, its utility is amazing.
Okay.
Well, just speaking about the utility of the product, there's one simple thing that I'd like to tell you about. You do have a 1.5 liter petrol engine and a 1.5 liter diesel engine. Talking about the engine specification, the 1.5 liter petrol engine is H4K.
Okay.
H4K petrol engine. It has 142 Newton meter torque.
Okay.
And it is 106 PS engine, which is swift for a petrol car. But when you come up to the diesel car, it is 1.5 liter K9K diesel engine, which has 242 Newton meter torque and 110 PS.
110 PS.
But the performance of the car is absolute monster. It could actually have a competition with the 2 liter engine. It can compete with it.
Okay.
We have lots of gossip coming up from our customers. Is this a competitor for Jeep Compass?
Okay.
But we're not very sure is it. But we believe it to chase it. Because the engine is coming up really beautiful. The power of the car is immensely beautiful.
Okay.
Torque part and everything. When you get to ride your car, you feel the car in a very different way, completely different way.
One question I am having is whether the diesel is fitted with a turbocharger?
Yes. The diesel completely comes with a turbocharger, and we use a fixed turbocharger.
Okay. Not for the petrol.
Because the torque for you is completely lightweight.
Correct.
So we actually require this in the diesel part.
Okay.
Not on the petrol part. Because the torque is very less in the petrol, but the diesel requires more power for an additional boosting up procedures for you. So this one is actually only for the diesel part.
Diesel part. And as you said, whether people are going to compare with this with Jeep Compass or some other brand, don't worry at all, sir. A YouTuber like us, MAM, or somebody else will truly compare this car with other SUVs, and the result will
because the performance of this mechanism is completely a dynamic.
We hope this stands first.
Because I, being in the Nissan product, I've driven this car, the performance of it is absolutely top class. For a 1.5 liter engine having such a performance is such a top class.
With that 110 PS.
110 PS, which we hear it to be less, but comparatively the performance is outrageous.
Okay.
0.5 liter variation, but the performance by hitting up the topmost car, it's an amazing feature.
Sure.
But not just about that. Since I said it's a safe car, the graphene body structure, it is called to be a safety shield also.
But it looks very light.
It looks very light. The property of it looks to be very light, but it absorbs a lot.
Okay.
The force at the time of impact doesn't penetrate, it spreads. It's like a proper crumble zone, completely tested.
Very great.
Once when the force is dispersed, spread apart, the limited time period, the distance will become short.
Yes.
Once when it penetrates, it goes in through the car and it actually gives lots of damages for you. But this one doesn't give lots of damage. It only spreads and it stops up in a short time.
That's great. That really sounds good.
Your car is completely safe.
Yeah. Safety is the key salient feature. See, nowadays even Indians are very good enough to choose a car. They are thinking on salient features, safety features first. They are not going with frills anymore.
True. But you can actually see my customers coming up also. They are very much interested inside over here. But the first and foremost thing what they do is they come with family. Because this one is something they feel safe. Though actually they want to share this experience with their family. You can actually have a nice view of it.
Yes. Even I have read an article on Ford. Why Ford manufactures a big SUV in US, it seems, for safety. Most of the US persons are taking care of safety first, for their children, for their spouse, and for themselves when they ride. So that's why Ford manufacturing big trucks, like big monster SUVs.
But not only about the monster SUV part. If it's a small compacted car, we give safety as a first priority. Because the Nissan Micra was the first generation car that actually had lots of safety and the first car to invent the around view monitor.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt you again. In Micra, there is somewhere in 2011 or 12, I have seen some roof design, like a dent in the roof.
Yes.
What is that actually?
All those are aerodynamical designs to have a proper stability for your car. Having a proper aerodynamical design means you don't have an abrupt motion of your car, you don't have the car wobbling up and down, you have a stable ride and you have a proper road grip.
Because I have driven that car for 1 year and I found superb.
How do you feel the experience?
I was literally amazed with it.
Did you find the same experience in another competitor car?
No, not at all. Because I'm owning an Indian brand car I have never experienced in that car. That Nissan Micra is my company car. That was too good.
That's exactly how you feel.
Yes.
You actually have a problem.
I just had that roof design. I just want to clarify with you now.
Every car has its very own design.
Correct.
For example, even if you take the Renigo over here, it has a different roof design over here.
Yes.
But it depends according to the vehicle design.
Okay.
Its weight, its stability completely. But the Nissan Kicks is a completely different aerodynamical design of car.
Yes.
Well, I won't take much of your time. I have
Okay.
more to speak for you. That you have to
No, I can spend much of my time for this good vehicle.
It was a pleasure talking to you, man.
Thank you.
So just an imagination part for you. Isn't this a big car for you?
Yes, it's a very big.
It's a very big car for you. But when you actually drive an SUV, what is it that you feel? Is it like a car or is it really hard for you?
No, I just want to feel like a car. My perception is to feel like a car.
Feel like a car.
Yes.
You will be really amazed when you test drive the SUV Kicks because the maximum customers who tested the car, driven the car is completely different. The vehicle looks big, robust and dynamic, but you feel it like a car.
Okay.
That's the actual advantage of you for the car.
Okay.
And plus not just that, the vehicle has a turning radius of 5.2 meters.
Great.
Which means an SUV having a 5.2 meters could be completely stable. Not any of the SUVs give you a 5.2 meter radius. Everything starts from 5.5.
Yes.
This one has 5.2, which is a class
shorter radius also.
very short turning radius. So when you actually have a proper turning radius, it actually has a very proper movement.
Okay.
And you can actually feel it like a car also.
Yeah,
Because the stability part
that's
is
true. When you said 5.2, I just felt the car only.
It is. Not just that, you have a proper shock absorbers. It's a McPherson strut in the front and a torsion
Okay.
beam at the back.
Okay.
But you've got coil spring with double acting shock absorbers.
Okay.
The car doesn't blow back or bounce back at times when you put your vehicle on a pump.
Okay.
The reason is you could actually see the travel distance. If you could actually view it up,
Yeah,
you have a maximum travel distance inside.
Yes.
So what happens is like it observes it completely and the vehicle moves up and down very swiftly and you don't have the bounce back. That is the major part of the Nissan suspension system.
Great.
This also adds a feeling for you as a car.
That's correct.
Very, very important feature.
That's correct.
You do have a floating mirror over here. Yes. The American US car,
Okay.
the US model cars are actually lengthier than the present Indian, shorter than the lengthier Nissan
Okay.
cars for you. But this one would be fixed on the doors, on the windows.
Okay.
But we have fixed this on the doors.
For only Indian model. The global model is different.
Different, a little different.
The mirror will come here.
The mirror will come here.
But then the A pillar will be blocked, no?
Yes, that's exactly why we put this on the doors.
Because here
Because we've got a lots of curves, and if, for
Correct,
example, if
correct.
you go up to the hills part, this one could be a very good additional
because this
feature.
A pillar is most needed in Indian roads as of now.
Every car, because the safety acts over here for sure, at times of impact and everything.
I felt the same in my car also because my car doesn't have a A pillar.
Okay.
So whenever I drive some cars with A pillar like this Wagoner or some other vehicle or Innova, I felt okay. This option is too good.
This is something very important, but
Yes.
people don't know this. It's a very minute matter to
Yes,
matter,
sir.
but
True.
we don't do that. Like I said, from the front bumper to the rear bumpers, we think of every basic thing that you require.
So A pillar is a mandatory one. Like ABS, A pillar is mandatory
Completely
nowadays.
mandatory one.
Yes.
Not just that, the car comes up with a complete clearings over here. Can you just see this?
Yeah.
Because a lots of SUV don't have this. They come in as an accessory. We provide this to you as a vehicle.
Yes.
The reason behind this is that at times when you have any dirt or any scratches up or even when you're going up in a hard road part or anything like that, you don't have stones breaking up the paint.
Correct.
You don't have lots of abrupt design motion going up over here. You don't have lots of damages happening over here for you. It gives you a look of style and accessorial part and it serves for you. It doesn't dirty your pant also. When you're going out into an off-roading part in the slushy way, this one doesn't actually do that to you.
Okay.
And one more basic thing that I say, I speak about an off-roading part where people customer go, and when I speak of
Right,
hard
this
roads,
looks like that.
it is not actually. But the main reason behind it is the class-leading ground clearance of 210 mm.
210 mm.
210 mm. We are the class-leading ground clearance SUV over here.
Yes.
So you could just imagine. Even this
I
serves
can
the best part.
just see clearly what's on the other side.
210 mm in ground clearance over here could serve the best for you. So this is actually about the And we gave the functional roof rails.
These are functional.
It's a functional roof rail. It doesn't just serve as an aerodynamical part for you.
And it is not a frill again.
And plus, you can actually have a 100 kg load over it.
That's great. That sounds really good. That sounds
Not
really
just
good.
that, people actually imagine how can you put a 100 kg load over it because you don't have any carriers.
Correct. It looks like fiber.
You could use like this. The cyclist who wants to take this, they could use this functional roof rails and everything. Even if they want to additionally put on something on top of it like a carrier pipe, they can use this functional roof rail.
True.
Because it actually holds on to a maximum weight that you require.
100 kg.
100 kg is required.
Sounds really good.
And one more thing, since I spoke about the ground clearance of 210 mm, it's without load. Even if you actually put in the maximum load also, you can just put in 10 mm down. You can still have 200 mm.
That's great.
Which is actually again the class leading ground clearance you have.
Yes.
So no one could beat the ground clearance of the Nissan. And speaking about the side profile of the car, how do you feel the side profile of the car? Your open feel about it?
My opinion is about it's very huge. It's huge. It's like elephant.
Yes. I look very tiny in between. Yeah, I look very tiny in between over here.
Yes, boss. Even me, I'm a well-bodied person. Yes. Even when I stood near that car, that blue model, I felt I'm very small.
Why don't you view? I'll just view you with the car. I'll view you with the car. Why don't you just view yourself with the car? Yeah, even you look small actually. But not just about the featured part over here.
Yep.
You have a lot of accessibility also.
Okay.
The NVH level of your vehicle is completely, since this is a diesel vehicle, you can imagine the diesel vehicle having lots of noise coming up.
Yes, obviously it will have.
But in this case, a petrol side, it's the NVH level that you have.
Great.
There's a reason behind it.
Okay.
I spoke about the claddings over here.
Yes.
I spoke about the skid plates over here.
Correct.
But I never told you about the distance of how long it is.
Yes.
Our door is completely till the bottom. The running board is not completely seen. And we have a complete cladding till the bottom.
Wow.
What happens is that it actually absorbs all the noise.
It's a soundproof.
What happens is like the NVH level of your car.
I thought, okay.
You could actually differentiate it again.
Sure, now I can feel the difference.
The running board is over here.
Running board is
your
different.
vehicle has a clutch plate over here, and when I close it, till the bottom.
Yes.
And not just that, adding an additional safety to this car. When you actually impact your vehicle, what happens is that you actually get to spend a lot for the steam, for the metal,
correct.
the tinkering, the painting part. But when you have this over here, at the time of impact, you don't have to spend a lot. Because these plastics could be replaced. But the additional safety for your running board is
true.
If the doors are down, you can actually safely do something. You can tinker it out, you can paint it out, you can use the plastic chrome, everything like that. But the running boards are safe. So you don't have to spend a lot.
Even I can see from this angle, this would be the first impact zone.
This is the first impact.
Correct. See, from this angle,
yes,
I can see.
There is a reason. I just move my hand over here, and you just see this to be the first, but not. There's another example. For example, if you have a wall over here, just have a big wall over here.
Yes.
And you open
the door. Correct.
So then you hit the wall. What happens is like you get to hit your car, you hit the product, you hit
exactly
the
in these places. Yes.
But this one observes.
Great.
The first one to be hit. So what happens is like you don't have an odd feeling on your car. This one could be replaced, this one could be shined, this one could be wiped off. Even it could be replaced.
Minute thing, very minute thing.
But acts as a safety plus
cost saving. This is a cost saving, continual improvement done by Nissan.
Very much
so really a continual improvement.
Well, you have lots of features again over here.
Yes.
I'm speaking about the rear seat.
Too spacious. Legroom is too spacious.
This is the actual space that you actually have inside the Nissan Kicks. I'm actually about 5.13 feet. I'm actually a little tall person, not very tall.
Yeah, but I stood near you.
Even if it's a 6 feet person or a 6+ feet person,
correct,
I have a maximum room space available for me.
Yes, true.
What happens is like he has a comfortable ride. Just sitting like this over here, you even have the cup holders with the bottle holders over here. I could just sit like this and have a comfortable ride over here.
Yes.
The customer feels premium. The customer feels luxurious. You asked me if this is a premium car. Can't you feel this to be a premium? When you have everything available for yourself.
True. And the legroom is also quite...
It's completely less, and the main advantage of the Nissan Kicks is that it gives you a better under-thigh support.
Okay, this has an under-thigh support also.
This has a very good under-thigh support. Not just that, the ingress and the egress of the car, which means like getting inside the car, getting out of the car, even a short person can do it very easily because the seats could go down. It's cushionized.
Okay.
The ergonomics is completely worked out in the Nissan Kicks.
Okay.
What happens is even if it's a short person, he can easily get inside.
True.
Come up and this one's changed shape.
Yes.
What
I just saw.
you could
I just saw in my
comfortably
neck, right?
sit over here.
Yep.
The seating positions are comfortable over here.
Very comfortable.
Not just that, the interiors are also made premium for you. Well, I'll get back.
I doubt whether the front seats are
It's
moved.
not push power. This is the default setting of your car. Example that I have to say, every time the car should be placed over here, nearby the B pillar.
Okay.
The seatings are completely based on the B pillar part. So this is actually the default settings over here. For example, if you actually feel this to be doubtful, I'll sit in the front seat.
Please. Wow.
So I think I am tall enough for this thing. Even if I'm a little taller person like me, I'm comfortably sit.
True.
There
You have
goes
headspace
again
also.
It has a maximum headspace also.
Great.
Probably the feet of the
Yes.
You're just making about that. This is just a few that I'm telling you. But inbuilt features are completely different.
Okay.
It's completely different. We're speaking about the rear of the car also. Have you seen an SUV such a design?
Wow. This back design is resembling some GT model of Nissan, if I'm not wrong. GTR. I have seen in Bangalore. This design is also similar to a race model.
Yes.
That feel. I am having that feel.
Every race car has a design but aerodynamic. Proper stability. If you have a proper aerodynamics, the stability plays a vital role.
Correct.
This one is completely stable because of that.
I felt it. I felt it.
You could feel it and you could even view it, by the way.
Yeah, the
because,
view is also-
because the maximum SUVs you have, they don't have slanted design like this. Everything will be flat.
Correct. Even in Datsun Go, I have observed it.
Completely flat. We have an additional push coming up here. The aerodynamics works in a different way also. Previously
Okay.
it was just to separate
Yeah, from
This
this. Okay, from this angle, I can see that push,
So
as
I
you
will
told.
show you another one from the back.
Yeah.
The aerodynamics was to just split up the air.
Correct.
But nowadays the designs are made in such a way that once you have the air separated, the air comes up and gives you an additional push. Designs are done like that. So what happens is like before you give the attained acceleration, the vehicle gets a proper pickup. You imagine to go into 40, you've just reached 25, but this aerodynamical part will make you reach 40.
Correct.
So what happens is like your efficiency also goes up, fuel efficiency also
True.
goes up. The promptness of your car is absolutely accurate and the performance is not high.
And again, it will be very stable. I have heard this in Nissan Leaf, if I'm not wrong.
It's an electric car.
It's an electric car. That is the world's best aerodynamically built vehicle.
Actually, Nissan was the first to find electric car. We have to know. 1947 it was found. Nissan was the first company to find the first electric
Is it
car
so?
in the world.
Okay, I am not so
I
aware
told
of
you I
it.
have a very beautiful brand heritage I have to speak
True.
of, but I can't spend the entire night like that because it is completely huge.
It's huge.
It's beyond words. But
Yes.
now, we've got this. It proves in our design.
Okay.
We've got a proper design over here, and not just that, since you're actually parked up over here, you can even bend down a little, just a little. The front line of the car and the rear windshield is completely broadened.
Yes.
No other SUV could give a broader look like this in its segment.
True.
Because probably the mirror links are just small. This small.
Correct.
But we've given a broader line view with the proper
So
design.
when we are driving also in the rear view mirror, we can see the entire...
And not just us, even the vehicle from the back,
Okay.
view the vehicle that's coming up in the front.
Okay.
Safety factor. Lots of people blindly just follow another person from the back. But we don't do that. We show them this is not a safe way to go behind him. View the front partner. If it's safe, yes, go behind him. If not, please don't. Stop and then try.
True.
It's a simple way of illuminating your description part. Plus, it's not necessary to give all these extra accessible paint over here, but we don't compromise on the safety and the travel part. We give everything we got. We give everything. When you give everything, yes, the customers are safe.
Okay.
We first prioritize the customers, and we've prioritized the safety of the customers, and we give them what they require. But we make study out of it. We actually make a study out of it. And
That
this
means
is
survey.
actually a proper study that we've got.
Okay.
This is a complete design that a Nissan could never give. And it's a proof. Like I said, revolutionize it's going to start from now.
Correct.
All these
This is the model.
It's going to start.
Yes.
This is the model that's going to start now.
True. Even we feel the same. Hope.
And speaking about the boot space of your car,
It's very
is a 400 liter boot space in
400 liter. Wow.
400 liter boot space.
Okay.
And not just that, even under this, you have lots of features also. For example, I was telling you, I sit in the back, I go in for long drives sometimes, I have lots of business purpose also, maybe.
Okay.
For example. But at that moment, you have all your like this packets. What you do, if you wanted to take them out, you stop the car, park the car, come out, open the boot, take your stuff, close the boot, go back. That's all what to be done.
Yes.
But we have a double acting parcel tray for which you could actually access it from the inside and from the outside.
Great.
So what happens is...
This is the one.
This is the double acting parcel tray.
Okay.
You sit from the back, you just have to lift it up and access your boot.
Great. Like any foodstuffs
another
or kind of
minor thing that required this,
True.
but this is something very important, and you have a ridiculous ride, and you can just keep your vehicle auto. You don't have to stop.
Correct.
When you have to stop, when you have lots of features like this.
Yes.
Not just that, the parcel trays act as a different safety. People think this to be as a fashion or to keep something on top.
Yes.
Not just that, it acts as a safety. For example, you have your wallet kept inside.
Okay.
You don't want anyone to view that. The parcel tray acts as it because it hides everything.
Yes.
So this is another important thing that you have to know.
True.
But people don't know that. It even acts as a security for you. The parcel trays, look, it is foldable, it is removable, you can even detach it. But even it could be a safety security part when you have it. When you have maximum loading, you could remove it. If you don't have, you could secure it.
Correct.
All your things. Why should the outer world know that you have your wallet over here? Why can't you just keep it inside and sit comfortably on it?
Yes, yes.
Even if the burglar comes to burgle you, you don't have it. I don't have anything. But you have lots of things.
No, he will not burgle the person who is driving.
If
he will burgle the car.
If he knows the feature of the car,
He will take the car only.
He will burgle the car.
And one more thing, when you said 400 liters of boot space, I felt even one person can aramse sleep over here.
Aramse so simple. That won't be a problem because if you have a kid, if you're just in a family, a couple with a small kid who has to sleep,
Okay.
just fold your legs up to aramse so.
Oh, great.
You don't need a pillow also, you actually have a proper headrest that could be a pillow and you could actually sleep.
Wow, great.
So
But this is a real feature?
it's not a feature actually, but it could be a feature.
It could be a feature. Okay.
Couples can be a problem, even the couples are happy with this. And not just
just kidding. Don't leave your kid inside the car.
Keep it inside.
So whatever he says is a very salient feature, and it is an extra feature. But
we can take it the way we want.
Yes,
but I say you to follow safety.
that's correct.
Because you live, the family lives.
Correct.
If you don't live, the family is completely shut. So that's something very important.
This point was just discussed only to show how big the boot space
Boot
is about.
space is available. Just in case, even for your business purpose. There are people who have a big, like boxes, rolls that are to be taken for an emergency situation. This is for them.
Yes.
It shows them that this boot space could be utilized by folding the seats. They could use it for business purpose. That family part was fun actually, but business purpose, yes, you could utilize it for that also.
No, what I did is whenever I have a hatchback. Whenever we go, I used to put pillows in the rear side, and my kid used to sleep in that. But this is a real feature.
We have two ISOFIX for kids over here, so you can put the ISOFIX.
Correct. That is the
kid on that.
That is the safest choice.
Something very important.
True.
And by the way, again speaking about the ISOFIX, our competitor, whoever it is, they give one, we give two. Another minute thing that we concentrate.
Great.
Not just that, people actually have lots of hooks to be put.
Okay.
They have lots of baggage that they wanted to hook, but you don't have the boot space that to hook. We'll give you two hooks.
Yes,
Probably
I can see here.
each hook could have about 3.5 kgs on top of it.
Wow.
3.5
kgs.
Yes, 3.5 kgs on top of it. And the wheels are not actually under it. It is completely steep.
Okay.
But you could actually, for example, why I'm saying this is, you're going out with your family, you've completely loaded up your boot.
Correct.
You're going on a highway, you've got a flat tire. What would you do? You have to unload the entire package again. if you were to have your wheel inside, you have to lift that big R16 wheel of yours.
So where is the wheel?
It's actually under the
Okay.
treasure part, and that could be opened with the bolt up here, and it could be completely screwed.
Okay. So very
what
easy,
happens is that
very
it's
comfortable.
very easy. You don't get tired, and those tires is a very hard task to lift. They are not easy to
It's very bigger.
because the tire size is very huge.
Very
So
huge.
what happens is like you just have a nut over here.
Okay.
You got a nut over here. You just have to loosen it up.
Okay.
The vehicle comes down. I mean the tire
Comes down.
You just have to take it out, roll it over, fix it, वापस अंदर डाल दो, and then took it back again.
Great, great.
Easy for you. You don't have to even unload your packages.
Okay.
You could still have your packages inside.
So putting in another word, it's a semi-automatic. Semi-automatic. This is also a continual improvement.
Yes, it is a continual improvement. And that's another thing also.
Okay.
You have lots of short customers also.
Okay.
They have a big problem with cleaning this boot up.
Yes.
You just have
That's great.
another minor thing. You just have to.
Correct.
So for shorter customers, again, a huge car as a car.
A minor thing, major improvement.
Major improvement.
Yes.
You have everything over here. You have fixed point and pinpoint. And
Okay.
you even have a rear fog over here.
Okay.
People actually wonder why do we need a rear fog lamp. You don't need it on actual normal hills. But when you go into a very cloudy conditions, misty condition, heavy raining conditions, the fog lamp could be accessed. Do you know the advantage of a rear fog lamp?
No.
I thought you did. Come on.
Really?
Okay, fine. Speaking about it, the rear tail lamp, as soon as you press the brake, you have this thing glowing up bright.
Yes.
It has 3 times more power than this in the fog.
Wow.
So what happens is like
When we are taking reverse. Okay, when we are taking
come from the rear side of you, rear opponent of yours, actually hold on to it. You can have a proper distance calculation. Another safety for your car and for his life. Because the car is safe.
Yes.
But I want his car to be safe.
So it's win-win.
It's not safe.
It's a win-win condition.
Yes. My car will stand. I don't know if his car will stand. So I'm just giving him a safety tip actually.
Yes, yes.
So not just about that, jokes apart, but just view the interiors.
It's too good.
It's complete.
It's a 6-speed.
It's a 6-speed manual transmission diesel and a 5-speed manual transmission
Petrol. Automatic is not that.
Automatic is not actually available in the Indian market at the moment,
Okay.
but it will very soon come
Okay.
because the demand for the manual is quite high, and once the demand for the automatic comes up, it will come, but before its required time, because every model has its time to come.
True.
When the demand is small, it comes before its time. Prepones everything.
Sure.
Not postpone. Well, and I'm going to sit inside the car.
Yep.
Don't mind. Don't check me wrong. Don't make me sit. Just make me stand.
No. We need
Yes. So this
Good
is
demo.
the actual comfort of the car that I have.
Yes.
You even have a base height adjuster for your car from the basic variant,
Okay.
which actually adds another proper luxurious part because I am tall. I have to
Yes.
pull this down, then I'm fine now.
Wow.
So yeah, not just that, you even have the 360-degree camera in this vehicle.
Is it true?
You have a 360-degree camera.
This is only available in top-class
Top
premium
class
vehicles.
premium cars, we provide this to our customers with
Wow.
360-degree bird-eye view cameras.
Wow.
You have a proper projector of it.
Okay.
For example, if I have to start. Well, I welcome you to the Nissan family, and we've got the Nissan Connect from the basic variant.
From the basic
From the
variant.
basic, I have a lots of shocking news for you after
that
this
sounds
entertaining part. There's another thing. This is actually the audio of your car.
Okay.
Yes. But speaking about it, you've got 360-degree camera. The bird's
bird's eye
eye
view is
view of
superb.
your camera.
The bird's eye view is very, very
You could
superb.
completely exercise your car inside. Actually, I'm in the neutral position. This is the front part of my car.
Okay.
When I actually put in the rear part, it automatically shifts the rear part.
Yes.
But this is not the only camera available for you.
Okay. Again, surprise.
Another
Again, packed
surprise.
with surprise.
the front view of the car,
and the side.
and the rear view of the car,
Correct.
and the left side view of the car. The reason why we just focus on the left side view of the car is because it's a right-hand drive and it's very easy to
True.
imagine and guess the right side of your car. But
Correct.
this is a proper SUV that you cannot actually imagine. So you should actually know the left
Because
side of
it
your
is
car.
huge in size.
Yes. With that, you've got the left side accessibility. Which I could completely move and guess.
Yes, even that guides you.
Everything it guides you. Not just that, having a SUV with this big length, width and height of your car, which is actually huge.
Yes.
You can't imagine if you've got a moat in front of you. You can't
Correct.
imagine if you've got
Correct.
a pothole in front of
That
you.
is why the front
The
camera.
front camera accessorizes it, and it's not just this. Till 14 kilometer speed, this would be on.
Till 14
14
kilometers.
kilometer per hour, it could be on.
Sure.
Why? Because even during bumper-to-bumper traffic conditions, this could be used.
True.
Because you don't get to hit your car.
Okay, pardon me. When I saw this car from the front end, I just amazed to see the driver position on the bonnet end.
It's completely.
And I was just doubting how come a driver going to drive in traffic?
Exactly why our car is
And
used the
you are
same.
now saying the salient feature of this car.
Yes,
I
it
was
is
just
actually-
doubting. I'm just thinking how a person is going to drive, how a person is going to drive.
Well, I hope I actually clarified your doubt over here.
Very, very well.
Bumper-to-bumper
100%.
traffic conditions, not just for that.
Okay.
For example, you've got a tight parking condition over here. Just imagine you've got a tight parking condition. You can't guess if the SUV would go inside.
True.
If this big boy could go inside, you can even use this.
So,
For example,
complete
even
safe.
if I'm turning my car, I have a proper turn radius.
Yes.
It's giving me a proper guide of how good
Yes.
I am, how far I am, of how safe I am.
yes.
At 14 kilometer speed, poof, gone.
So it's comfort and convenient,
Convenient.
and safe.
Yes.
So really
Nissan actually focuses on all things, all aspects in 3 different ways: safety,
Correct.
security, and utility.
Safety, security, and utility.
We actually provide them. That's
Okay.
exactly why Nissan is around the world with so much fun. And there are people who are mad behind Nissan because of this safety feature.
True.
Not just that, I've got more, my friend.
Yes, guys, subscribers and viewers, there is not even a single frill in this car. All features, all salient feature of this car is very functional, and say Nissan has done a lot of continual improvement, and they have put all their efforts right from the front end, rear, boot space.
Minor things also.
Minor things
Very
also they have
minor things for the
concentrated.
customers.
Yes, from customers. That is the main key specification. Nissan has taken these points from customers,
From the customer.
from reading them.
For example, we give test drives to the customer, we get their feeds. What
Yes.
do you expect in your car? If you need an expectation or change in the Nissan, please give it to us so that the future customer will be satisfied. Actually speaking, this is the future customer required.
Sure.
So we have given it to you, and thank you for all the previous customers who have given their feeds, what they want, what they expected, because it's come back to
So now that feedback turned into a car.
a car. It's an intelligent SUV, not just a car.
It's an intelligent SUV. True. When you say that word intelligent SUV, I doubted what intelligent it is going to be. And after seeing all these features, I'm really excited. Not only me, my viewers and subscribers also.
Thank you. I hope I have given you complete details about
Yes.
it. Please stay tuned. I have more. I hope you don't go away with this.
Yes, we'll come back, we'll get back, and part 2 will be there. We can take a test drive also.
Yes,
We can
yes.
put this monster on the road.
On
and
the
we'll,
streets, and
yes,
you completely have
Yep.
them viewed out.
yes.
Further speaking about this feature, you actually have an automatic auto climate control reset.
Like the rain sensing wiper, everything is automatic.
You
Headlamp.
just have to press the automatic button. You've
Yep.
got this room temperature sensors over here. It
Okay.
senses the entire room temperature.
The small tiny
Sure.
hole.
Yes.
That is the sensor.
For example, for this temperature, you just need 4 points.
Okay. So it senses.
It senses.
Okay. And
According to your need, it senses, it gives you the air, and it's a class-leading air conditioner.
that's on part 2. We will put this monster on streets and we will check AC, performance, cooling
Everything,
power,
everything.
and the comfort and ride quality of this vehicle.
Everything will be
And
And just not that, you have the you have the economy mode for your car. And
Okay.
The diesel has the economy mode. You even have the speed limiter. You've got the
Cruise
cruise
control.
control system.
That's great.
Not just that, you even have the steering mounted control system.
Yes, I saw that.
Voice recognition. This one is compatible for both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You can even mirror link your mobile phone.
That sounds good.
Yes, and you can speak with it. Hello Google or Apple. Hello Siri. You can actually speak with it.
Great.
You have
Great
lots of
safety
intelligent features coming up again. And the steering is electro-hydraulic steering. It's not completely
Electric.
It's electro-hydraulic steering. It has both electric and hydraulic.
Hydraulic. Okay.
For example, you drive actually when you're in a standing idle position. This one is in the ESP mode.
Okay.
The electric stability program.
While running, it will be
While
hydraulic.
running it, when it's reached its speed, it changes into hydraulic.
That's good.
Not just that. Since this is an electrical car, for example, if you have a rat bite, you have a disengage with all the electrical systems.
No problem.
Hydraulic function can work. The ESP will not work.
Okay.
But
So it's a bypass.
yes, and it doesn't draw energy from the engine.
Okay.
It
It
has
is a contingency plan to be put in
Yes.
the word. It is a contingency plan.
Future. It's the future. That's why I say it's a
Great.
future.
Great.
Not just that, it has a separate motor available for you. It's mounted in a single piece.
Okay.
That is available in the front left side of your car behind the headlamps.
Okay.
You have both electrical and hydraulic available inside. It's mounted as one.
That's
So it
great.
doesn't draw the energy from your engine. It is actually moving up according to the speed of your car.
So good.
So you have this feature available for you. Completely automatic, like I said. You just have to sit inside the cell, set every automatic option on, just drive over.
Okay.
What happens is that you are completely featured with this.
Explained every inch by inch.
I
You
am
have
in
explained
love
inch
with
by
this
inch.
product actually. Not just that, you even have a soft finished leather
I saw that.
dashboard
I saw
over
that.
here.
It
It's a
was
soft finished leather dashboard over here. The sides are also leather finished for you.
Yes, I can feel it.
Speaking about it, you could feel the interiors. The interiors are dual tone black brown theme interiors.
Yes.
And it is stitched.
Wow.
The rear also is completely fabricized for you. And the rear AC, it is the rear AC when it's not a blower. We provide AC vents for you.
Okay, it's not a blower.
It's not a blower, it's an AC vent for you.
So
And
it will be silent, effective.
effective,
Yes.
cool for you. If you want it to
True.
be proper, it's completely controlled for you. You have
That's
all
true.
these features for you. Not just that, it is completely digitalized for you. Digitalized.
Yes, the
dashboard.
decals.
Yes.
Sorry, the instrument cluster is
Cluster
fully
completely
digital.
digitalized for you.
It is not analog, only the RPM meter is
It
analog.
is analog, and everything is completely digitalized for you. When you actually switch on the eco mode also, it shows a indication mark for you that it
Correct.
has eco. Switch it off again. The
Yes.
economy mode actually gives you a proper mileage efficiency for you for the city, right? And it restricts your power for the city. You don't need a monster for the city.
Correct.
You just need a proper boy in for the city. So this
Sure.
one is really good on cities, goes like a monster comes on the highway.
Sure, we will test it. We'll put it on the test
While we are
one day.
speaking about it,
Yeah.
this is the key of it.
Wow. It is very tiny.
And
It is a key.
It is actually, it's a key for you. This is
Okay.
actually the key for your Nissan Kicks. And not just that,
Okay.
for an emergency purpose for you,
Okay.
just in case, since I said this is electrical, you have a rat bite, doors are jammed, you could actually open up the door with the key available for you.
Wow.
And not just that, at times of breakdowns where your battery is completely discharged, you actually have a slot at the bottom of the car.
Okay.
I'll show you that. This is a cooled glove box with lights. For
Okay.
example, if you have to keep your medicines, you have to keep any water bottles, preservative items, fruits, you could preserve
Yes.
it. This is like fridge.
Even when the battery is
Battery's gone down, you could use this key. You've got a key slot over here.
okay.
You just have to push it in, it automatically starts. You can
Okay.
use this as a starter for you. For
Okay.
shorter.
For
It
shorter
doesn't
time.
charge your battery, it actually helps you as a charging point. It actually helps
That's
you to
great.
start your car. So
Okay.
this one is not just utilized for style.
These features are really intelligent.
Yes. Since I said I'm going to amuse you with another feature of Nissan Kicks.
Okay.
Nissan Kicks comes from the basic variant of your car. Not just about the basic variant of your car, it is an upgraded and internationally accepted variant of your car. It is the
Okay.
version 2.0.
Whoa.
Maybe after Rajini Suez movie came up, but yes, this is a 2.0 version. Lots of features inside.
True, true,
But before I go to the Nissan Connect, the firm and the foremost feature of this car is the vehicle dynamics control.
That we are going to test in the second
Yes, but before I test the car,
Okay.
the vehicle is available. The diesel vehicle has it from its basic XP variant.
part. Okay.
The vehicle dynamics control is one of the most pinpoint part of the safety. It doesn't help, it doesn't roll over your car. It helps your car to be stable on road. You actually have a proper road grip.
Okay, thank you, Mr. THOUFIQ, for the explanation. So we will catch for 40.
Sure.